Welcome back. It's time now to talk about silver and the record-breaking rally that we're seeing. Manisha is now joining in. Manisha.
Oh, well, absolutely. It's been a silver lining to 2025 with the kind of gains that we've seen for this one. And we already knew from the beginning of 2025 that we are headed towards an all-time high. But the kind of levels and the numbers that we are working with is something that absolutely nobody got right. So $80 an ounce is where we are trading. $81 is an all-time high, so not too far away from that. We started Asia with 75 on the lower side, but as we've been talking about in silver, every dip is getting bought into. So we are 170% up for the silver prices in this year till time. This is the best annual gain that you've seen since 1979 for silver, and everybody that you talk to seems to be buying silver right now. I want to take you through a chart on what we've done this year. We started this year with $29 an ounce. 35 was crossed in June. So between Jan and June, which is 6 months, silver did not do too much. But once that 35 mark was taken, it was in the month of September that we saw 45 take away as well. So $45 an ounce was the highest level that silver saw since 2011. October did 50, which is an all-time high for silver. And then take a look at what we've done in the month of December. 56 is where the silver was on the 1st of December, and 81 is where we are standing right now. So that $30 of a jump up has come in only in the month of December alone. Very, very strong gains coming in on the back of very strong buying. Remember, it is the uses that silver has found more and more in 2025. Whether it has been about electrification, solar power panels, EVs, data centers, electronics, everywhere silver is used. And then it is about the dislocation in the international inventories. There's a lot of silver on ground staying in US, but not so much in Asia, in Shanghai and in London, and that's bothering the prices there. US is talking about putting silver in critical mineral list as it is a national security risk. The US Commerce Department probe is expected to bring out the result by the mid of Jan. And if silver actually is part of that, then you could be looking at silver prices surging even higher from here on. $100 an ounce is what everybody seems to be talking about by the end of June itself. The ETF inflows have been the highest since 2020 in the Indian markets in this year. We are to the northwards of 3,500 tons of silver bought by the way of ETFs, and there is physical silver backing it. You have very heavy speculative moves on paper. On ground, not so much buying, but on paper, there's very strong moves coming in. The physical investment buying in India in this year has been to the tune of 2,000 tons. That's the amount of silver people bought in physical forms and bars and coins, etc. And it's not just about silver. Take a look at platinum prices. We're trading at record highs onto this one as well. $2,500 an ounce. We started this year with $950 an ounce. So from $950 to $2,500 is up by nearly 176% coming in for platinum as well. It is about strong demand coming in from automotive, jewelry sectors, etc. It also is about the longest winning streak that platinum has seen since 2017. Also, it is closing 2025 as the biggest annual gain. 176% of gain is something platinum has never ever done before. Interestingly, the European Union also did a U-turn when it came about 2035 combustion engine ban. So now that date is off. So that means platinum demand will continue to be very strong. Get gold on your screens, and we've seen $45, $50 an ounce of an all-time high. It's seeing a bit of a profit taking right now because the last week was very, very strong gains therein. This is also the strongest gain we've seen since 1979. Gold is up 71.5% in this year. This is once in a lifetime kind of an opportunity that we are seeing in gold and silver and platinum. In 1 year, all the precious metals have surged so strongly. Central bank buying has been a major pillar here, and 800 to 900 tons of gold buying is what you could be looking at in this year as well. And then the ETF inflows has been the highest in 5 years. So when you look at those numbers there, the gold ETF inflows stand at around $82 billion, which is almost as high as equivalent to around 749 tons that we've seen in this year itself. And the last one on my screen should be on copper, because this is the fourth metal that also has seen an all-time high. On CME at 5.9 and on LME $12,000 to $80 a ton is where we are trading. This is after the US president pledged to put duties on commodity-grade copper by next year. Remember, there already is a 50% duty on semi-finished copper products. So a lot of copper has been brought into US by paying a premium as high as $500 a ton as well. So this is another case of dislocation really, because there's a lot of copper in US, but the rest of the world clearly dealing with a shortage there. And then there are output concerns in Chile, Peru, Indonesia. There is lower output guidance from miners. We haven't seen lower output from miners in this year, but this is the forward guidance that already had led the sentiment on the higher side. And that is the reason you'll have a lot of people buying in case of copper right now. Also, when you look at the forward projects, there are not too many of that supporting copper prices, with an expectation that 2026 could be looking at higher highs for all of these metals.
Okay, all right. Metals, shining bright, whichever ones you're looking at. Thank you, Manisha, for that wrap-up.